drifting is the support for Rince, who opened at 10-1, is now an 11-2 chance. Rince and Ireland, remember their great failure with Dawn Run in 1986, when the great mare unseated a rider, remounted and only finished fourth to Misty Spirit. Can Ireland go so much better today with Rince at 11-2? 6-1 against Legal Right. It's then you can get 16-1 the rags. Go Ballistic at Paris Pike.
For Malta. Pretty good jumps all around there. On to the 10th, it'll be the 19th after another trip round Prestbury Park. And it may be very soft ground, but these horses are jumping immaculately. Or at least they have been so far. As they turn away in front of the stands. Go Ballistic from Rince. Jim, John, they all seem to be going okay at the moment.
Yeah, they've got a nice even gallop, the two in front. They seem to be jumping best out of the conditions at the moment, Simon. Very often the way you get horses in front, nothing to bother them, not having to adjust their stride at the last minute. And Tony McCoy at the moment just biding his time, just doesn't want to switch Cypher Malta on too quickly, gets him into the race, starts running a little bit free. But at the moment, they'll be just thinking about beginning to make their way, get into a decent position before they get to the top of the hill, so that they can just sit and have a little bit of a tow coming down and heading for home.
I just wonder how Lord Nurley is travelling at the moment. Just a hint that Jim Cullity was niggling for a stride or two on the right of frame. That's not his ideal ground. Came quite close with Cypher Malta over that ditch. It's still Rince from Go Ballistic. Legal Right in third, Paris Pike. Lord Nurley and Cypher Malta. McCoy just asking Cypher Malta for a good jump there, and he received one from the 9-year-old. Both Cypher Malta and Lord Nurley are definitely a bit closer than they were, squelching their way towards the next open ditch. Rince, a mistake. Go Ballistic on the inside, jumped it better. Legal Right, Paris Pike on the wide outside, Lord Nurley. And then the menacing McCoy in last place, but close up on Cypher Malta, the next plain fence. All safely over again. Paris Pike just being pushed along in 5th now. Lord Nurley's improved into 3rd as they make this top turn. They've only got 3 fences to jump, but they're far enough from the finish. 1 or 2 riders beginning to ask some questions now. McCoy's niggling on Cypher Malta. So they run down towards this 3rd last now. Rince in front, and his jumping's falling apart. This Irish horse, that's 2 consecutive mistakes. Go Ballistic on his inside, and then Lord Nurley and Legal Right, Cypher Malta and Paris Pike down the hill in the Pillar Property Chase. Renowned trial for the Gold Cup. Ground conditions could be very different come March, but who's going to win today? It's Go Ballistic and Joe Tizard going as well as anything now from Rince. Then Legal Right on the outside. Cypher Malta working his way into 4th place. Then Lord Nurley, who's just beginning to struggle, one feels. Paris Pike, Rince challenging Go Ballistic. Legal Right on the outside as they stretch now for the 2nd last. Go Ballistic takes over again from Rince, and then Legal Right running towards 2 out. Then Go Ballistic on the inside. Rince in the centre. Legal Right out wide. Go Ballistic. He had a bit of a guess at it, but he got to the other side. Rince is coming back to challenge him again, though. Then Legal Right on the outside. Cypher Malta's making no impression. The Irish horse gets back to the lead now for Ruby Walsh. At the last, Rince, Go Ballistic getting tired. Then Legal Right and Cypher Malta, and running up the hill. And despite 2 terrible mistakes, Rince is forging clear now from Go Ballistic. Legal Right on the near side under a right-hand drive from Richard Johnson. Rince is tying up in the last 50 yards, but he's still 4 to 5 lengths clear. And Rince wins the Pillar Property Chase. Legal Right in 2nd. Go Ballistic, another tremendous run at Cheltenham in 3rd. Cypher Malta was 4th. Lord Nurley got very leg weary in 5th. And then last was Paris Pike. How Rince stood up at the 3rd last, I'll never know. And what a horse he must be to come back from that mistake, to beat his 5 rivals here in this Gold Cup trial. He ran well in the Gold Cup a couple of years ago. His jumping let him down then, and it's always got to be a question mark.
It's Legal Right at 6-1, with Go Ballistic 3rd at 16-1. Cypher Malta was 13 to 8 favourite, finished fourth.